Planting fruit trees from an online nursery that sometimes are shipped bare root is a fantastic way to establish healthy and robust trees in your backyard garden or landscape. If you are unable to plant a tree immediately, store it in a cool, shady area to prevent it from drying out. In our case, we were not able to plant the trees right away due to work schedules, so we kept the boxes inside the house for a day. The trees were delivered on a Thursday, and we planted them the next day. Here are some general tips on how to unbox a tree from an online nursery. Use scissors or a box cutter to cut the tape on the top of the box and carefully lift the flaps to reveal the tree. We use diagonal wire cutters to remove the box staples. Remember, take your time and handle the tree with care during the unboxing process to ensure its health and longevity. Gently remove any packing material such as newspaper or plastic wrap around the tree's trunk and branches. Be careful not to damage the tree during this process. Inspect the tree. Check for any damage during shipping, such as broken branches or wilted leaves. If there is damage, take photos and contact the nursery immediately for a replacement or refund. We ordered a cocktail stone fruit tree and a Fuyu persimmon tree from fastgrowingtrees.com. The trees we ordered came with soil kept moist in drop-and-go burlap bags. These trees are young trees that have been grown in a nursery to make them lighter and easier to transport. Fruit trees from online nurseries also tend to be easier to handle and plant. From experience, they tend to establish themselves quickly and easily in their new environment. Planting these young trees can be a great way to create a beautiful and sustainable landscape that will thrive for years to come. One of the main benefits of planting fruit trees from online nurseries is that they are generally more affordable than potted trees, and you can often find a wider selection of species and cultivars. As the trees grow, they are pruned and trained to ensure a strong and healthy structure. In the fall, when the trees enter dormancy, they are dug up from the nursery bed or field. These trees are then stored in a cool, moist environment until they are ready to be shipped or planted. Fruit trees from online nurseries are typically sold and planted during the dormant season, usually from late fall to early spring, when the ground is not frozen and the tree is in a state of rest and can more easily adapt to a new environment. When planting, it is important to handle them carefully and to follow good planting practices to ensure that they establish themselves successfully in their new location. Here are the steps we took to plant our trees. Choose a suitable planting location. Persimmon and stone fruit trees prefer full sun and well-draining soil. We made sure to choose a location with enough space to accommodate the mature size of the tree. Prepare the planting hole. It's important to prepare the planting hole properly to provide a good growing environment for the roots. Dig a hole that is wider than the root system of the tree and about as deep as the length of the roots. Remove any rocks, debris, or grass from the areas around the hole. Mix in some compost or well-rotted manure with the soil to improve drainage and provide nutrients. This will improve the soil's fertility and water-holding capacity. If your soil is heavy clay, add some sand to improve drainage. If it's sandy soil, add some organic matter to improve water retention. Aim for a balanced ratio of amended soil to the soil you removed from the hole. Make sure the soil mix is loose and well-draining, without any large clumps or rocks that could impede root growth. Remember that the key to successful fruit tree planting is to provide a good growing environment for the roots. By mixing the right type and amount of soil amendments, you can create a soil mix that will provide the tree with the nutrients, moisture, and drainage it needs to establish itself successfully in its new home. Plant the tree. The tree should be planted at the same depth it was grown in the nursery, with the soil level just below the graft union. Backfill the hole with soil and gently tamp it down to eliminate air pockets. Staking. If necessary, stake the tree to provide support during its first growing season. Use soft ties to avoid damaging the bark, and remove the stakes after the tree has established itself. Mulch around the tree. Apply a layer of organic mulch, such as wood chips or shredded leaves, around the base of the tree, but keep it a few inches away from the trunk. Mulch helps retain soil moisture, suppress weeds, and moderate soil temperature. Water the tree. Give the tree a thorough watering immediately after planting to help settle the soil and encourage root growth. Water the tree regularly, keeping the soil evenly moist, but not waterlogged during the first year. With proper care, and by following these good practices, we can help ensure that our young trees get off to a healthy start and become a beautiful addition to our backyard gardening landscape. They should thrive and produce sweet, delicious fruits in just a few years. Please enjoy the rest of the footage showing how the hole is prepped, dug, and the tree watered. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode.